welcome from the Happy Hippy Chicks at our 22-day Joy Flip Challenge. We are up to day 20. Got the number right now. Can't believe how quickly this has flown, and yet at the same time, it's that kind of an oxymoron thing where it feels like it was only yesterday where we began, but it's nearly 3 weeks, and we've only got 2 more days to go after this. How is that even possible? Today's a weird one for Kerry and I because the session today is on close the day gently, and we're actually here in early morning. So it's going to feel really weird. Must be the day for oxymorons. Anyway, what we are having a look at today is that many people finish the day still carrying unfinished thoughts, tension, or the sense that they must keep pushing, ticking boxes at the end of the day. Ending the day with a small intentional moment of comfort signals to the nervous system that effort can soften and rest is allowed. So I nearly always finish my day with a cacao before I head off to bed, and I find that is really a lovely chillax way to go. What do you do to finish your day, Becca?
Well, I'm really guilty of not doing this properly because
Okay.
I'm a bit of a night owl. So I don't really, and I'm really, really bad at doing the nighttime rituals that are proper ones and not just falling into bed when you're exhausted. So it is something that I still need to work on for sure. I'm very much like on my phone or screen or something right when I'm in bed, all the bad stuff. And I really
Yeah.
need to start telling my body, okay, it's time to wind down now. It's time for
Yeah.
bedtime. But I don't. I just keep pushing. Oh, I have to do that, and I have to
Yeah.
do this, and all my
Wow.
multitasking brain just going in overdrive at nighttime. And yeah, so I'm the model for not what you don't do.
So you're
Don't
still you're
copy
still
me.
de- you're still developing this process.
Well, I don't know if I'll ever. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but like, I don't think it's really something that comes very naturally to me, for
Yeah.
sure. Again,
Yeah.
I'm a night owl. Like I could stay up until like 5, 6 in the morning, but try to wake up at 5, 6 in the morning, I'm terrible. So my activity, I'm at my best, my most like creative, my most everything at nighttime. Like
Yeah.
from
Wow.
like 8 at night onwards, like in early hours of the morning, that's when my brain goes into overdrive. Like it's not the good thing to do, everybody. Do not copy me. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm really bad. And if I try to do like a nighttime ritual or something, it just never really works out. It feels really foreign to me. It kind of almost puts me on edge a little bit because it's so
Wow.
different. I'm a
Wow.
weird one to be facilitating this one. I
We are
can tell you what
diametric
you're meant to
opposites
do.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
We are
I can tell you
diametric
what to
opposites.
do, but don't do what I do.
Yeah, it's really funny because I am truly the complete opposite. Like I have my nighttime rituals that just calm me down before bed. Like I take off my makeup and I'll say some things before I go to bed. I always have a cacao. There are patterns that I follow to make sure I give Leo an extra bit of food. But yeah, I'm up at the crack of dawn between 4 and 6 normally. And I'm one of those people, as you'll find out when you come to Australia, that's very hard to deal with first thing in the morning because like I'm just about singing out of my skin, and my energy is just bursting with bubbles first thing in the morning, and it's really hard for people who aren't of that mindset to be around. So anyway, we'll work on this one. Hey, maybe when you come here, I can influence it a bit because I'll
Well,
be falling asleep at 9 o'clock. So when you're waking up, I will literally be collapsing energetically.
yeah, well, I was just thinking as well. So when you wake up is when I go to sleep. So
Yeah.
we'd have like a few moments of, hey, how you doing? And I'll go to bed. And you have a few
We'll
hours
be
to yourself. And then when you go to bed, I'll have a few hours to myself.
absolutely, absolutely. Lucky we both need a bit of personal time as well, hey?
Oh, I think it will work really nicely, actually.
Oh, it will. It's going to. Okay. So the joy flip for us today is to end your day with one small treat, a favorite show, a chapter of a book, a piece of chocolate, one of Becca's tasty treats that she cooks, or just a cozy moment. For me, as I said, it's the cacao before I go to bed. And the minute I kind of start taking off my makeup, it's a signal to my body that it's starting to shut down. I also like to try and get in my 100, what do you call it? Brushes of hair, if I possibly can. And, that's part of my ritual as well, too. So the journal prompt is, how did it feel to close the day with a moment of gentle reward? All right, going to flip over to you now, Beck, to get you to talk about the shadow flips.
Absolutely. Just though to go back to what you just said about like the ideas for the treats. Obviously, if it's a show or something, that is obviously screen time,
Mm,
and that's something that keeps us awake a little bit. So, of course, use that as your treat, but make sure it is like at least an hour when it's finished before you actually plan to go to bed, because the screen affects your eyes, affects your brain, and all this kind of stuff, and actually keeps you awake longer. Especially,
yeah,
you didn't say doom scrolling, but that's why doom scrolling is really bad in bed and stuff
yeah,
like that, because of the screen and it's
yeah,
activating your mind. So yeah,
yeah,
by all means do the show. Just make sure that it ends at least an hour before you're
yeah,
gonna start doing your teeth and washing your face and
yeah,
getting your pajamas on and stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because all that stuff interferes with the circadian rhythms, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in our world now that has that effect on us. So it's surprising that any of us sleep at all, really, isn't it?
Mm.
All right. So our joy flips and our shadows things today. So we're going to go from endless doing into permission to rest. And this is something that I am really actively trying to do throughout the day, not just to end the day. I'm trying to give myself permission to rest, and it is super hard for me because, as I said before, my brain is always active. I'm going to blame my human design. I'm a manifesting
Yeah.
generator, so it's just constant thousand things in my mind all the time. It's exhausting, but it's fun. Never a dull moment. Um, but yeah, and I've even tried to start doing Fridays as my day off, and not going well. Not at all going well. I'm just sitting there like, I'm resting. This is awful. What do I do? Anyway, that's away from the point of today's episode. So, shadow side for this could be I could keep going a bit longer, which is a
Mm,
constant shadow in my mind. But we can flip this by saying I am allowed to finish my day. Like if there is a million things that you still need to do, write them down, have this to-do list for tomorrow. Mean doing all the right things to say and not doing any of them myself. But like, if there's a million things in your head, write it down. That can be your to-do list for tomorrow. Have it by your bedside if you need to as well. So that just as you're falling asleep and something wakes you up, oh, I have to go do that. Just write it down and then go back to sleep. Like you don't
mm,
need to get up and do something unless it's obviously an emergency. But a lot of the things that you think about as you're falling asleep or as you're about to get ready to sleep are probably things that can wait until at least the morning, right?
yeah.
Um,
Before you go on, Becca, can I just say I had a friend years back from the Jersey Islands, which is close by England, I think, who
mm,
was very much like you. She was such a box ticker, like she was always busy. Anyway, we went to a retreat in Peru, and we were like meditating 14 hours a day with the shaman. And I was very chilled and laid back, and it drove her insane to the point at one point she said to me, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. You're so chill. If you were any more relaxed, you'd be asleep. I thought it was the funniest thing because I had no awareness up until that point that being someone who could relax could be irritating to another person.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because some people they just can't shut off at all.
Yeah.
Like my nightmare vacation would be just going and sitting on the beach all day.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot do that. Like even 30 minutes just sitting on the beach, I'm like, okay, I'm bored now. Let's go. I have to have a book with me at least, and at least that uses up some of the time of sitting on the beach. Like yes, the beach can be beautiful and I love it, but just sitting there like all day, no, I need to go to the museums and wander the
Yeah.
streets and see the castles or climb a mountain, like do something, explore the country you're in, like don't just sit on the beach. I can't stand.
Yeah. I
So I
couldn't
can't
stand that
picture.
either, but I'd be dolphin diving in the ocean. So,
Yeah. See, that's an activity. That's talking with
Yeah.
dolphins, and they're very intelligent. And yeah, like
No, no,
that's
I'd be
something.
pretending I was one. I'd be pretending I
Oh,
was one.
pretend. Maybe you were in a past life.
I
Maybe
reckon
you
I
were a
must be. I've
dolphin.
had a Lemurian lifetime for sure.
Hmm. And I'm completely blanking on the name now, but there's like a planet that is orcas and dolphins and stuff, right?
Oh, okay.
Who with M? I have to double check that and look after.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
Let
completely
me know.
blanking on the name. I'm kind of seeing it in my mind, but I
Yeah.
can't say it.
Not no, Moo was one of the places here.
Yeah,
So
that was
yeah,
here on Earth. Yeah, that was
yeah.
actually down near you guys in Australia.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
near Lemuria.
Yeah.
Okay, our second one. You tell this one's gonna be a long one today, just random. So our second one is withholding reward into gentle nourishment. So our shadow here can be, I haven't done enough to deserve a treat. So you're very much withholding, and it's sort of almost holding yourself hostage. You have to do your to-do list, or you're not allowed to be praised or given your treat. You're not allowed to watch your favorite show, or you're not allowed to have a piece of chocolate or whatever it is until you've done all this. And sometimes you can give yourself that reward as that downtime to recover your energy before you do the next thing as well. Or in this bit of it being bedtime things, again, like maybe you don't need to complete all of your to-do list. Maybe things took longer than you thought that they were going to that day. Maybe something came up during the day, like someone called you and needed your help, or you got invited to something, or you just decided to go outside and sit outside for a little bit and that took a little bit longer. Whatever it is, your to-do list took longer than you thought it was going to be today. So that's fine. Unless it's an emergency, you can probably leave it to tomorrow. So give yourself that treat for the things that you did do. Even if you know what, you didn't do anything that day, you just had a rest day, you didn't do anything on your to-do list. Give yourself a reward because you gave yourself that time to breathe. You understood that your body needed that downtime, that your nervous system needed a break from all the hustle and bustle of everything going on in your life. Give yourself a treat. End of the day, give yourself a treat for doing anything, just breathing. It's fine. Um, the flip here can be small comforts are a part of balance. So just giving yourself something nice can also just remind you that you are deserving of whatever it is, just deserving of the attention and the acknowledgement that you did do something today, even if it was just get out of bed. And even if you didn't do that, or you survived the day, right? Whatever it is, you deserve to have that comfort, that treat, and that acknowledgement that you matter and that you have done the best that you could for that day with whatever was going on in your mind, in your environment. You did the best you could do that day. Our third one is mental carryover into emotional closure. So your shadow here might be, my mind keeps running after the day ends. Oh, does that sound familiar? That is so me. Um, and then our flip here is gentle endings help my body settle. And like we were saying, like just doing any kind of ritual, it doesn't need to take that long. It could just literally just be a cue to show your body it's time to start winding down. It's time to start getting ready for bedtime, for rest. And that's just a gentle way of allowing your body to understand that now is time, that nothing else matters apart from your sleep. And the trouble, especially with these days, is we don't rise with the sun and set and go to sleep with the sun, right? We get up way after dawn, a lot of us, unless you're Karnie, and we go to bed way after the sun has set. And this is very, very unnatural for us in a way as well, because our body used to use the sun as a cue to wake up and to fall asleep, but we just don't do that anymore. So we need some other things to be able to tell our body that now is the time to go to sleep. And that could just be playing, some music that you like, but not like the really go 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 workout music, like just some softer music. It could be your cue, it could be even just something that you automatically already do. So brushing your teeth, when you're brushing your teeth, just like remind yourself, I'm brushing my teeth, at nighttime because I'm getting ready to go to sleep. It's just that sort of casual and gentle reminder. We are doing this. I'm putting on my pajamas. I am, whatever it is before you go to bed that you just normally do anyway. Like I'm locking the doors because I am getting ready for bed. And just those little cues then sort of do a rewiring in your brain and tell your brain, oh, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm locking the doors, I'm putting on my pajamas. So now that means that the body needs to start going into rest mode. And the fourth and final one before I shut up is hard edges into soft completion. So our shadow here would be I collapse into the end of the day and that I'm guilty of, literally just wait until I am exhausted or until I'm like, you know what, it really is late and you really need to get into bed. Like you just collapse into bed. There's no ritual, there's no moving from the work or the TV show or the doom scrolling or the activity. There's no obvious gap between that. It's just you're active, 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 and now you're going into bed and trying to force yourself to go to sleep. Like this is not the way to do it. Remember, remember me. Don't do me. The flip here can be I can close the day with intention. And again, it can be a huge ritual or it can be just some small little cues to just give yourself that intentional, it is bedtime. It is time to rest. And I give myself permission to rest.
Mm.
Our affirmation today. So if you want to put your hand on your heart or close your eyes or put your middle finger to your thumb, however you anchor in your affirmation, and repeat after me. I close my day with gentleness. Rest and comfort prepare me for tomorrow. Okay, and when that's anchored in, you can open your eyes and I will hand this over to a beautiful meditation, not like my past three from Karnie.
It's fascinating, Beck, because I think this one, which is a forte for me, actually ties into my human design too, because I have to remember to rest. And, it's actually something that's quite ingrained in me. My body knows that it needs to rest and recoup in order to recharge. And so nana naps are something that's really common for me too. But I actually love going to bed. So for me, there's this excitement about going into my own safe space, my own haven, wrapping myself up in the blanket. So yeah, it's kind of funny. There's kind of a ritual in that in itself too, and it feels like I'm giving a gift to myself when I go to bed. Anyway, let's close our eyes. Whew. And we are going to close the day gently, regardless of which side of the world we're on. And hopefully, I won't put you to sleep, Becca. A meditation of restful completion. So take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. And then allow your body to soften into this moment. Feel the support beneath you, the chair, the bed, the quiet steadiness of the ground holding you. The day has carried many places, through conversations, through thoughts, through small efforts and unseen moments of endurance. And now the day is coming to its close, to its natural close. Take another slow breath. And notice how often we are taught to push past the end of the day, to keep doing, to keep fixing, to keep solving one more thing before we rest. Sometimes we postpone rest as though we must earn it. But the nervous system Learn something very important from the way a day ends. The body listens to the closing rhythm. If the day ends with pressure, the body prepares for pressure again tomorrow. But if the day ends with gentleness, the body remembers that life can soften. Imagine the day slowly folding itself closed, like the petals of a flower at dusk. Nothing forced, just a natural completion. Feel your breath slow, your shoulders loosening, your body releasing the effort of the day. You have done enough for today. Even if the list was not finished, even if some things remain waiting, the day is complete simply because you lived it. Now imagine yourself offering yourself a small moment of kindness. A warm drink, some quiet music, a few pages of a book, a piece of chocolate slowly savoured, or a warm cup of cacao. Something simple, not as a reward for perfection, but as a gentle signal to your nervous system. The day can end in comfort. Feel what happens inside your body when you allow that. A small settling, a quiet permission. When we close the day gently, the nervous system learns that effort is followed by care. Action is followed by rest. And tomorrow begins from a softer place. Take one more slow breath in and a long, slow breath out. And let the body settle into the quiet of the evening. Nothing more needs to be done right now. The day can end here. And when you're ready, allow yourself to move towards rest, carrying with you the calm of a day gently completed. And closing with the affirmations, I allow my day to end with kindness. Rest and comfort belong in my life. And so it is. And then, because we are waking up after this, just bringing yourself into the space, wriggling your fingers and toes, moving those shoulders around. And when you feel ready, open your eyes. And look, Becca is still awake.
It's just so
Well done.
funny because I know everyone here, it's not actually bedtime, and I've got like a facilitating a workshop like after this that you're
Yeah.
saying, and it's the end of the day, there's nothing else done. Like, there is. Got to do a workshop, don't fall asleep. And I'm thinking as well, like, yeah, in Australia it's the morning, so this must be so
Yeah.
weird. Nothing else for you to do. You've done all your day, and I'm thinking they must be thinking, nah, not at all.
Yeah. Yep, definitely an oxymoron day. But when
Yeah,
the meditation's up, you can use that one to put yourself to sleep of a night time.
absolutely. That could be people's ritual for going to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Another thing I use is oils. So I'll often put oils on some valerian and some lavender because they're really good for sleep. And the best place to put them if you have trouble sleeping is on the bridge between your big toe and your foot. So you just put a drop of each there, and or the other one you could use is cedar wood as well too. That's really good for sleep as well.
And
Yeah, I have to
frankincense.
be really careful. Yeah, frankincense. Leo hates the smell of my oils at night time, so he won't come anywhere near me if I've got valerian on me. It's quite an intense smell. So, yeah. Yeah. Kerry, anything happened for you, or anything you wanted to share, or any patterns you've got sleep wise? You'd be a good sleeper, wouldn't you?
No.
No.
I'm a night owl, so
Ah.
could be any time from 11, 12, 1, 2,
Whoa. Yeah.
and then I wake any time from 6 o'clock onwards.
Yeah.
But at least it's a couple more hours than when I was working, because I'd
Yeah.
still do those hours and have to be up by 4:45. So I at
Whoa.
least get a couple of hours extra sleep that I'm not
Yeah.
working.
Yeah. And your work was very physical too, so that would have been difficult as well.
Yeah, I managed it, but people say, "How can you do it?" I says, "I don't know. I just do it."
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd sleep on 2 hours and go to work. That
Mm.
wasn't unusual.
Oh, there's no way I could do that. I'd be like a bear with a sore head. If I haven't had enough sleep, I'm not pleasant to be around. Mm.
But yeah, I've recently um, bought a book, so I have to find where I put it and have a read of it because it's interesting. People have
Yeah.
recommended, and I thought, oh, for a treat for myself this one particular day, I thought, oh yeah, I bought the book, and then I was told that was the book that was recommended. I went, oh, very
What's the
clever.
book? What's the book?
Um,
Yeah. Is it the Let Them book by Mel Robbins, the green one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
One of the top books at the moment. Alrighty. Yeah. Alrighty, lovelies. Well, if we've got nothing more to share, I shall say hasta la vista from Karnie.
And from Becca,
And we are the Happy Hippie Chicks. And
you've just experienced another joy flip.
ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.